Sydney would come back to them. Sydney West was sunshine personified, bright smile, infectious laugh, a heart full of dreams, a future bursting with possibility. She excelled in school, a natural leader, a loyal friend. Her passion was photography. She saw the world through a different lens, capturing its beauty, its pain, its raw humanity. Her dream to travel the world, camera in hand, sharing stories through her images, to make a difference, however small, through the power of her art. But that dream was stolen on a humid summer night, leaving behind a void, a canvas tragically left blank. August 12, 2023. The day began like any other, sun high, air thick with humidity. Sydney spent the day with her best friend Chloe by the lake. They talked, they laughed, they dreamed. As dusk settled, they walked back, promising to meet again soon. Sydney reached her porch, waved goodbye. That was the last time Chloe saw her. Around 9 p.m., Sydney's parents returned home from a dinner party. The house was eerily quiet. Lights on, but Sydney was gone. Her purse, her phone, all left behind. Panic set in. They called her name, searched the house, the yard, nothing. Their beautiful daughter had vanished. The investigation began immediately. Police descended upon the quiet neighborhood. Questions flew, suspicions mounted. Had Sydney run away? It seemed impossible. She had no reason to leave, no history of trouble. Her family was loving, her future bright. Was it a stranger? The thought chilled the town to its core. Ashton was safe, familiar. The idea of an outsider breaching their peace was unthinkable. Theories ran rampant. A runaway bride, a secret lover, a family feud gone wrong. Each more outlandish than the last, yet none could be discounted. Days turned into weeks, each one an agonizing echo of the last. The police followed every lead, however flimsy. Each one led to a dead end. A witness came forward claiming to have seen Sydney at a gas station in a nearby town. Security footage was checked, analyzed, dissected. It wasn't her. False hope, cruelly dealt. Another tip, a rumor of an argument. A mysterious car seen speeding away that night. Each thread investigated, each one unraveling before their eyes. The case grew cold. The news crews packed up, moving on to the next tragedy. Life in Ashton attempted to resume its rhythm, but the fear, the uncertainty, lingered. One piece of evidence refused to be ignored. A neighbor's security camera captured a glimpse of a car, a red sedan parked down the street from Sydney's house that night. The image, blurry and obscured by shadows, offered little in the way of identification. The make and model remained a mystery, but it was the only tangible lead. The police investigated every red car in a 100-mile radius. Registrations were checked, alibis scrutinized, no match. The car, like its driver, remained an enigma. Was it a coincidence, a wrong turn, a late-night visitor to another house? Or was it the missing piece of the puzzle, the key to unlocking Sydney's fate? Ashton, once a picture of idyllic Americana, was forever changed. The laughter of children playing was now tinged with worry. Parents gripped their children tighter, fear a constant companion. Sydney's disappearance had ripped through the fabric of their community, leaving behind raw edges of suspicion and distrust. Neighbors who once shared cups of sugar now eyed each other warily. The town held its breath, caught between hope and despair, hoping for a miracle, dreading the confirmation of their darkest fears. Sydney's face, frozen in time on missing posters, became a haunting reminder of their loss, a constant echo of the question that plagued them all: what happened to Sydney West? The case went cold, the leads dried up, the tips ceased. The police, their resources stretched thin, were forced to scale back the investigation. But the case never truly closed. It lingered, an open wound on the town's psyche. Sydney's parents, their faces etched with grief, never gave up hope. They hired private investigators, chased down every whisper, every rumor. They refused to let their daughter's memory fade. The truth they believed was out there, buried under layers of silence, hidden in the shadows of that humid summer night. Someone, somewhere, knew what happened to Sydney West. The question was, would they ever come forward? As the years passed, the silence became deafening, a heavy blanket smothering the truth. Was it fear that kept people silent, or guilt? The town whispered in hushed tones. Rumors persisted, fingers pointed, but concrete evidence remained elusive. The red sedan, the mysterious stranger, all faded into local legend. The weight of unspoken truths pressed down on Ashton. A collective burden borne by those who knew more than they dared to reveal. The silence was a prison, trapping Sydney in the limbo of the missing. And until someone broke free, she would remain lost, forever frozen on the precipice of a summer night. Sydney West's disappearance cast a long shadow over the town of Ashton. It touched everyone in Ashton, changing the fabric of their lives, their relationships, and their daily routines. The once vibrant town now carried a weight of sorrow and uncertainty. Their very sense of security was shattered. The unanswered questions lingered, creating an air of mystery and unease. The what-ifs and maybe